phone. Damn, yeah, pick up the phone.
Oh, I want to talk about taco.
Whoa.
Okay, I want to talk about series content because I think like we've discussed it in the past.
Yes.
And I think it's super crucial and really important. What I want to discuss right now is how do we take series content that's fun, inviting, and authentic and create it for businesses? Because right now, like a lot of the content that I see that's series based, like the woman who's rowing from California to Hawaii, have you seen her?
Yeah, I have.
So like she's on day 20 or 21, that type of content, or the kid that moved to like Albania or whatever and like rebuilt his house or rebuilt a €5,000 euro house. I think that's his like claim, like my 5,000 euro house. Those are two series that I think that like are huge. They're pulling in major numbers. They're creating conversations. How do we effectively take something like that and turn it into something for business? Is it even possible?
Yes.
I know this is a head scratcher and I'm throwing you
No,
under
it's
the bus
okay.
right now.
I'm going to plug a tool that I use because they have a good library of like ideas.
Everyone, this is Evan.
Hello, Evan.
Thanks, Evan.
Thanks, Evan.
These guys are awesome.
Thanks,
The
Evan.
best.
He's the best bartender in the valley.
Amen.
Thanks,
Thank
dude.
you. Give me cheers.
Cheers.
Delightful. That's so refreshing. Oh my God.
I told him to do a half shot for you, so I think he did full tonic half shot.
Perfect. Yeah, it tastes like full tonic half shot.
Okay, so you're gonna plug in.
Yeah, so I use a tool called Buffer. And Buffer is a scheduling tool, and that's why I started using it. But also they have a really great community management integration where you can respond to comments directly from Buffer, which I really enjoy. But anyway, they have like a creative hub where you can like see different templates. And for example, I just went to create and templates, and then it just gives you guidelines. It doesn't give you like the creative. So it is kind of like with AI where you have to use it as a framework and then put in your own stuff. So for example, for people in our position who wanted to create series content, I just went to Story. They have a lot of great like different prompts. So, well, one you could do behind the scenes, but then also like, I almost didn't try it, but I'm so glad I did. I didn't think I could do it, and then I did. So it could be about like you as a business and how you kind of got started with your business and where you're going with your business. A lot of like solopreneurs that I see that do create series content, it's like, I'm gonna make a video every week until I get to this many clients. And then it shows them and how they acquire clients, it shows their growth, and then it shows the outcome. And I think that's what people want to see, is like where you started, the growth from there, and then whatever the outcome is. And you could do that with like a bunch of different pieces.
Yeah. So yeah, that brings up a good conversation point. Like, because to me, I take series as like more linear, but some of those sounded like they don't have to be linear. I know the last one you ended on was more of like a linear, like see how I went from 5 clients to 25 clients, or do you feel like, you know, with both those examples I used, the rowing and the house, they're very linear and we can see the steps that it took, or we see like there's a map of where she is on the ocean and how far she's made it.
Right.
Like, to me, what I see is there's like this element of drama and like TV series. Like people are so used to TV series, you know, episodic kind of system where it's like, this is where we left off last episode, this is where we're at now. That's how I see series stuff through my own eyes, but I could be totally wrong.
No, I agree. I think that, yes, it should be like that, but also not every series is chronological. Like some of them are just fun episodes.
Yeah. Well, like Rick and Morty, for example.
Yeah, I mean,
like,
I was thinking of SpongeBob, but yeah same thing. Like not one leads into the other, but it's still worth watching if you have a consistent theme across all of those kinds of videos. I'll give you an example. One of my clients is, I'll just say, it's Southern Oregon Goodwill. So they have a bunch of different Goodwills, and we're doing kind of like a series where we're taking the audience to each of the Goodwill stores to see what's there, because it is kind of like a treasure hunt of thrifting, and no one store is the same as the last store.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of an example of a series that we're doing, where it's like, come with me, and we're going through like all these different stores, and like there's a different kind of theme each time, but it's all part of the same series. Or even their storytelling series, where it's kind of like it has a beginning, middle, and end for an employee who took advantage of their programs at Goodwill. But that is kind of more chronological.
Yeah.
I'm definitely rambling now.
No, I think I liked that, because you gave a couple examples of different series. Because to me, like the walkthrough as a series, or like the series of here's an employee who took advantage of an opportunity, that makes sense to me.
I think also it could be something where it's kind of the same blueprint on every video in that series. For example, the market that I work with, it's like, okay, how do you build a perfect dinner with everything at this market? But it's multiple people saying that.
Yeah.
But it's different things, but it's the same thing. You know what I mean?
No, I do. I think, like, I guess when we've talked in the past about series content, my mind was on that like linear journey.
Yeah.
Not necessarily like, you know, we did for Kelly's Automotive, was like employee stories of how they've helped people. That being a series, I never, in the back of my mind, put it that way. So it's cool for me to understand, and as a selling point to my clients, like, hey, we're doing a series of these, and you can host this on your YouTube as like client stories, and that's the series, or it's on social media under that kind of title.
Yeah.
So I was looking at it from one perspective, so I like the conversation because I'm seeing it in a different light.
Thank you.
Yeah. So what would a good takeaway for someone watching be when it comes to creating series content for their business?
Either the video series itself should have a beginning, middle, and end, or the video itself should have a beginning, middle, and end. And then you continue that same theme throughout the whole series.
Yeah, I think, no, I like it. Like,
Okay.
in my mind, like, I'm going back to the ideology of episodic.
Yeah.
And like, not in the linear perspective of like, not every video that she's posted like has a beginning, middle, and end.
Right.
But the beginning is her journey from California. The end is getting to Hawaii.
Right.
And 99% of the content is
in the middle.
The middle.
But that's exactly what I mean. Like if you're making a chronological series, it should have a beginning, middle, and end. But if it's just per video, then that should have your beginning, middle, and end. And then you replicate that
over and over and
over and over and over and over.
again.
Yep.
Yeah. No, I think that makes sense to me.
Okay.
And I think the value there to someone who's listening or watching this is like, there's two different ways to look at a series through the linear and nonlinear, and understanding how to build that.
Yeah.
Like for a new business starting off, like with a food cart.
Yeah,
You
show
can
the
create
journey.
a series of here's how I built the food cart.
Yeah.
To here's our first day open, to so on and so forth.
Agreed.
Or a business that's like, we started with one shop and now we're in 7 different states.
Yep.
Or the journey of someone who's an intern becoming a top employee. Or I don't know how, obviously we're just riffing, so it's not like we can put together something that someone can take right now.
Right.
But I think that understanding, like, looking at your content from that viewpoint can create conversations in a way that people enjoy journey.
Yeah.
Whether it's 30 seconds of a journey or 100 posts of a journey. I think people jump on board because they want to see people's lives.
I agree.